Went through a lot of institutions, the big banks, you name them, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. They weren't willing to invest in me. I told them I had a dream of what I was trying to do, what I was trying to accomplish. And they're like, you know what, we don't understand the business and we can't really take a chance on you yet. So when I came to the credit union, they gave me that sense of hope and that family feeling that I needed to say, okay, you know what? You have a dream, you chase it, we'll help you with the funding piece. And that's what allowed me to choose a credit union over all these other banks that I went to. After being rejected so many times, it feels good to have somebody who believes in your dreams and goals and to get you where you want to be at. My name is Shahbaz Awan, currently a farmer's agent. I've been with the company for 17 years, and at this agency, I've been here for about 7 years now. Being an insurance agent, finances are always up and down. We don't really know, what our next commission check's gonna look like, especially if the carrier is making changes, if they're cutting our commission or, we can't write in certain areas. So that financial stability is huge, and we need that financial stability from our partners like the credit union. Those months that are down where maybe the commission is not as large as we thought it would be, we need the line of credit or funding from the credit union to say, okay, here's where my payroll is gonna get processed. Here's where my marketing is gonna work. Here's how I grow the business. So that financial security is very huge for us. I came in as what we called external acquisition, buying an agency from the outside. When they funded that loan and allowed me to get that business, I knew that it was the start of something great. And when I took over the agency, I really didn't have a partnership with any bank. You don't really think about that. So in 2019, I went from that job mentality to an entrepreneur mentality. And now because of the partnership, I went from one staff, leasing the building and barely making ends meet to now purchasing my own building, having 11 employees, and now being able to market and grow the way I'd like to. It's not only beneficial for me, but it's also beneficial for my team because now they get to tap into those resources as well. As someone who's experienced firsthand what the credit union has to offer, I would absolutely recommend the credit union. Tell them what your dream is. Tell them what you're trying to accomplish. If it's to buy a house, and say, hey, I'm trying to buy a house. How can you help me get there? Have that conversation, and if they can do something for you, they will. They'll help you out, and they'll break it down for you in a way where it's easy to understand. So really just give them a chance. That's all anybody asks for. That's all I asked for when, all these other banks turned me down. And over that course of time, they've helped me with, vehicle loans, home loans, and even my building loan that we're sitting in today. So that partnership started with one external acquisition and grew to so much more. Who knows? You might just see your dream come true.